Don't get scared. I know it's CNN, but they're just reporting the facts. And sometimes it's nice to just, I don't know, look at a different fucking format, because could have pulled up an Epoch Times article, but we'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, CNN, for all their follies, and they are numerous, at least delivers an aesthetically pleasing article. This happened a couple days ago. I didn't see anybody really talking about it, but it kind of set the groundwork for that Florida building collapse, which is quite a tizzy, actually. A pedestrian bridge that likely was struck by at least one vehicle collapsed onto Interstate 295 in Washington, D.C., injuring several people and blocking the highway in both directions, officials said Wednesday. Chris Gerhardt, acting deputy mayor for public safety and justice. Okay, I get it, but that's a weird cross-section of positions. But it's Washington after all, so anything goes. Told reporters that preliminary evidence shows that the collision involving multiple vehicles occurred 10 minutes before noon. Very good information. I guess, you know, to beat the fucking lunch crowd, but who gives a shit? The bridge came off its moorings. Very well constructed if one vehicle can crash into it and then the entire bridge collapses. I'll get the old noggin jogging. Gerhardt said 5 people were taken to hospital and had non-life-threatening injuries. And yeah, taking a look at this bridge collapse, holy fuck, am I happy nobody got fucking seriously injured off this one. The span collapsed at Kennyworth Avenue before Polk Street, Northeast DC. Fire and EMS said in a tweet. Christ. We don't have any structural concerns about the bridge. It was last inspected in February, Muriel Bowser said. Bruh. I think that we have some serious structural concerns, because I don't know about you, but my eyes work just fine. But yeah, you do you just run with your truth. On Wednesday night, Gerhardt issued a statement obtained by CNN affiliate WJLA, stating that the bridge was was inspected in February. Yeah, that's what the mayor just wrote. God damn it, why do I give CNN any credit? A subsequent inspection reported last month concluded that the bridge was a rating of poor condition. It was investigated in February. There's no structural damage to it. And then a couple months later, oh yeah, no, it's in really poor condition. What could have possibly changed? That's significant. My God. Officials believe a truck have struck the bridge before the collapse, according to WJLA, and recent construction work on the bridge was to address the safety of some of its concrete and did not involve structural issues. Bruh. Again, okay, if the concrete was just going to collapse, it would have done so without the effect or the force of oncoming traffic. It just would have collapsed on its own. Clearly, there was something structurally wrong with this one. I'd like to see an investigation into this, but judging by the pictures there, we can see there's some graffiti off to the side, so it's not necessarily a high priority to get to the bottom of it. And at least, you know what? Nobody got seriously hurt, but at the same time, oh my God, 5 people still got hurt because somebody couldn't do their fucking job. But it is Washington, D.C. after all, and nobody does their own work. But this is the one that you guys probably heard about. A building collapsed and it looked like a demolition. Okay, the videos are out there. You've probably seen the clips already, so I shouldn't bog down this video any longer with that. But that's the aftermath of it. Wow. Holy shit. And people are already suing because we'll get into how many people are dead, but at least one person's dead. A whole host of people are missing, expected maybe to be dead, and there's some structural issues, just like the pedestrian bridge as well, except for this one had many more catastrophic aftermath. Or rather, had a much more catastrophic aftermath. That didn't make any goddamn grammatical sense. Just hours after condo building partially collapsed in Miami, what is believed to be the first lawsuit was filed against the building's owners. The lawsuit filed by Brad Sohn law firm on behalf of plaintiff Manuel Dresner and others seek $5 million in damages. That's it? Jesus. From the Champlain Towers South Condominium Association, according to the lawsuit that was filed late on Thursday night. Officials said Friday that at least 4 people had died. Wow, and 159 people are still unaccounted for following the collapse. Yeah, I hadn't really followed up on this one after it initially collapsed, and ooh, Lord have mercy, this one's going to be tough. The legal complaint alleges that the condominium association failed to secure and safeguard the lives and property of the building's residents, according to public statements made by defendant's attorney, Ken Director. That's the strangest spelling of director I've seen in my life. Repairs needed needs had been identified with regards to certain structural issues that had not been implemented. One of the most breathtakingly frightening tragedies in the history of South Florida followed. Okay, let's not be too terribly hyperbolic, but it was catastrophic without a doubt. Look at that, man. It was right on the beach. It was probably at one time a really nice condominium, except for it was one of these things that was just paid lip service to. This is on Miami Beach, or rather a suburb of Miami. Surfside Mayor Charles Burkett told news outlets on Thursday that roof work was being carried out on the building and concrete restoration work was also planned. They knew this should have been done a hell of a lot earlier, to be honest, because we got this story as well. This is not safe. Champlain Towers residents reportedly complained of disrepair prior to collapse. At least 4 are dead and 159 others are still missing after a condominium towers in Surfside, Florida partially collapsed Thursday morning, CNN reports. I don't want to look at them anymore. And although the cause of the disaster is still known, some Champlain Towers residents reportedly complained of issues of structural integrity and serious disrepair prior to the building's tragic collapse. Interesting. In 2015, one Champlain Towers residents sued the condo association, claiming poor building maintenance had allowed water damage in her unit after entering cracks through the outside wall. Okay, normally water damage, that would be a tenant problem, but if it's coming in from outside, that's on you guys. That's on you. Other residents reported feeling ground reverberations during a demolition and a construction of a nearby building. Okay, that one you can kind of explain away a little bit more, but a 2020 study also found the building had been sinking into the earth at an alarming rate since the 1990s. That right there is the crux of this. About a month ago, I was standing on the balcony and saying, "This is not safe," said Adriana Gonzalez-Chi, sister of missing Champlain Tower Edgar Gonzalez. She said she warned her brother numerous times that the complex felt unsound due in part to frequent complaints about the leaks and mold. Oh my god. Yeah, but it's beachfront, bro. Gonzalez-Chi said that she told her niece, "If you feel the building tremble, run." The building was preparing to undergo extensive repairs for rusted steel and damaged concrete. However, he claimed that he seen nothing to suggest that those issues had contributed to the collapse. I highly doubt that, and that USA article is behind a paywall, and fuck USA Today. But I'll be very interested in the next couple of days to find out exactly what that 2020 study had to say and what the recommendations were. Perhaps that's why everything got spurned on and why they were going to be going under renovations. But if it was going to be that extensive, there's some more information to still come out about this. Because something telling me that somebody's got to be held accountable for this one. Because, oh my god, there's a lot of people already dead. And a lot more people probably dead as well, let's be honest. And this right here, man, I know it's a little early to be making predictions as to who's supposed to be held accountable. This one right here just looks like a failure of both the local government, the builders, all of them right now. But we don't really have anything to go on other than a couple of reports that were not acted on or not acted on with appropriate time considerations. Yeah, all this stuff really sucks, and just another good reason as to why Joe Biden needs to push forward with that infrastructure bill. That's totally not a distractive sham. Got to get the little dig in there. Anyways, guys, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Catch y'all later.